right, listen. We always tend to think of humility. First of all, can somebody define what being humble is, though? Before I change the definition, before I expand the definition, what does being humble mean?
Learning lessons.
Tesla says learning lessons. Yeah? Okay. All right. Any other definitions for being humble before I challenge you with an expansion? No? Okay. We tend to always think that a person that needs to be humble is somebody that's got a big ego and needs to be brought down a peg, right? A peg or two or three. But there's another side of humility. Humility is not thinking too highly or too lowly of yourself. Because if you think too lowly of yourself, you'll think that what I do and say doesn't matter. And that's not true. Sometimes you need somebody, sometimes you need life, like what we said in third block was, life gotta put you in your place. But what if the place that life is meant to put you in is a place where it elevates you higher than what you think you are? Some people are walking around with the exact opposite. They don't have a big ego, they have a small one. And the goal is not to have a big ego or a small one, but to have one that's right in the middle. That's the growth mindset that y'all are talking about maybe. And so I want to challenge you with that, because there are some of you who shrink back too much, who make yourself small too much. And life has a funny way of rise to the occasion. Sometimes that rising to the occasion is through trauma. Sometimes that rising to the occasion is presenting you with an opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone, to grow from the fail. But yeah, it's not always about being brought down. Sometimes it's about being brought up to the level that you should be. Which is why I even came here in the first place, because like I said, I'm like, yo, all y'all geniuses as far as I'm concerned. If you've never thought of yourself as a genius, start thinking of yourself that way.